I will not be at Disney Princess Weekend, and that's okay. I have made my peace with that fact. I'm not that worried about it. It's fine. Hello, half marathon goal setting update with a plot twist. So if you watched my last video, I said I was going to set big scary goals and really chase down a PR in order to have a proof of time for the Disney Princess Half Marathon. I was going to run the Tacoma Narrows Half, which was hillier than I liked, but was in the right timeline and had the USATF certification that I would need in order to make it a qualifying race. A-okay, right? And I put in the work, I was doing my training, I was sticking to my training pretty well for the first 3 weeks, and then I didn't get into the Princess Half or 10K. I wanted to do the challenge. The half was actually open by the time I got into registration, but I really wanted the 5K medal more than anything, and I wasn't gonna go without getting into at least the 5K and something else because that's a lot of flights. So I will not be at Disney Princess Weekend, and that's okay. I have made my peace with that fact. I'm not that worried about it. It's fine. We're looking forward now to Springtime Surprise and seeing what the themes will be for that. I think they probably will come out as of when I put this up, probably tomorrow, hopefully. We're gonna see. I'm calling it now. I want Encanto. I want Encanto. That's or Aristocats. Both of those would be fantastic. I don't know. We'll see. It's the 5th anniversary, so they have something hopefully really exciting planned. Anyway, so with doing that, and then I also, right after I didn't get into Princess, I spent a day volunteering out at the Yeti Trail Runs 100-miler here in Washington, and that was super fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I had kind of an honest talk with myself and realized that I don't love road racing. I really don't. I've done I've done more of it recently because I have 3 kids and only one has been in school, and trail running with a stroller is just not an option. But my heart is still with trail running, but I also love runDisney. So I think those are going to be the 2 things that I focus my energy on going forward, and I'm not really that concerned about a proof of time anymore. If it happens, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I am still going to train for a half marathon. I am planning to do the Redmond Harvest Classic, I think it's called, on September 1st. It's on Labor Day, which is a nice flat course. I need to train up to a half anyway because I am using the Hal Higdon plan for Dopey, which starts out on week 1 with a 13-mile long run. So we need to be comfortable up to that 13-mile distance in order to be able to build from there going into Dopey training in order to see it through. I'm not worried about speed for Dopey. I just want to get through injury-free, have a good time, run fast enough to make character stops. Those are my goals. Which I think is super achievable for me. I'm not that concerned. I think I am then going to roll from Dopey training into 100K training and do the Yeti Washington 100K next summer. Yikes. That's the big scary goal now. That's the big one. I don't like speed. I don't mind doing distance. So we're gonna roll from Dopey, which is gonna be back-to-back mileage anyway, into 100K training. The race is usually in June. So that gives me some time, maybe squeeze Springtime Surprise in there depending on the themes. So that should be fun. With no longer chasing a time goal and a PR and whatever necessarily for the half, I am scaling it back and revamping my training plan just a little bit. I haven't sat down to write it yet because you can't really tell from behind me, but we are still in the middle of moving, which has been my training plan lately, is hauling things up and down the stairs in our house. I did also slightly injure my foot briefly the other day going up and down the stairs. I missed a step and kind of twinged something in this part of my foot. I rolled down the step instead of stepping, and that didn't feel good. So I took a couple days off of running, have been using the Peloton more, So just going into this training cycle, I don't want to burn myself out if I'm planning to do dopey and then 100K. So I think I want to up the mileage, but I also want to do it in a sustainable way. I've got 3 kids home with me for the summer, and I don't want to forfeit family time or stress myself out to where I'm not enjoying time with my kids, because I'm so concerned with what I would rather be doing and what I need to be doing for my training plan and stuff. So I think I'm going to try for 3-ish days a week, 3 to 4 days a week of running, and then 3 to 4 days a week of Peloton riding, just varying levels of intensity. I did one of the scenic rides last night, and that was lovely. Just kind of something to keep my legs going, get time on my legs, get endurance built up without necessarily having to be out of the house for 5 hours a day running. Not, you know what I'm saying. There's no 5-hour training runs for a half marathon. I'm not quite that slow, but I also am incorporating in more strength training. I started again on the Peloton. I like their strength classes because I'm a recovering college athlete, and I always had someone to tell me what to do for workouts, and coming up with my own what to do at the gym thing is not easy for me. So I started the Crush Your Core, doing ab work, which I think is going to be very, very beneficial because over time, I know I tend to sink in on my core as I'm running and really slouch, and my posture does not hold up, and then I start to get back pain and shoulder pain and everything else as I run. So I think building up core strength is going to be very important this training cycle. And then I've also been doing the Tune Day Arms program just to balance myself out and try and get some of that upper body strength built back in, just to balance things out. Also, because one of my runDisney costumes, I would really like to have a more muscular top for dopey. That's a hint. That's a big old hint. If you're following me over on like TikTok, I am going to be doing some lives. Maybe I'll do lives on here if I get enough people, of putting together costumes. I will not be sharing my costumes for dopey ahead of the race other than on my lives. It won't have a spot on my feed. But the lives are where you can go to get hints. So, as of right now, I don't have speed goals for anything. I am, however, going to do at least one zone 2 run each week. I'm going to do a speed workout each week. Again, I've been going back to the Peloton thing. I've been using the Peloton Outdoors option for the outdoor runs, and those are awesome because you can, like, again, you have somebody in your ear telling you what to do, which is lovely because like intervals and stuff like that. It's like, hey, pick it up here, do this, do that. I've been doing a couple of the Hal Higdon like speed work kind of things that were in my original training plan when I was trying to go really hard for this PR. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of incorporate some of the Peloton outdoor runs with the speed work. I have a treadmill I need to get up and going to do more speed work on there. I like my zone 2 runs on a treadmill also, actually, just because it's so much easier to keep an eye on your speed and adjust things and watch your heart rate all at the same time. So yeah, one zone 2 run, a speed workout, and a long run, hopefully one other medium run maybe in there. So we're gonna do 3 to 4 runs each week, 3 to 4 Peloton rides, and my strength training. At some point, I need to do some lower body strength training as well. Haven't figured out where I'm going to incorporate that, and I'm having one solid day of rest. Like maybe active recovery, get on the bike for 15 minutes and just keep my legs loose, but very, very low impact day. Maybe yoga. I need to get some more yoga going into my schedule. But that is the plan for right now. We've got the half marathon, September 1st, then a week off, and we're just going to keep it very low key, 3 to 5 mile runs, and then roll straight into Hal Higdon dopey training on September 8th. And then dopey. We are getting so close, so far, but so close. I think it's less than 6 months now, maybe right at 6 months. Like, that's wild. The Jeff Galloway training has started already, which is just crazy to me that it's coming up so fast. Dopey going in, maybe springtime surprise. We'll see what the themes are. Possibly some other like trail race tune-up kind of situation just to get the miles in without running alone. And then 100K next June. We are claiming that energy and hoping for the best. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. It's a lot, but I really like this plan more because it's less roads, it's more trails, it's more Disney. I am gonna put a couple road half marathons into my schedule for Dopey. More on that later because I haven't signed up for anything, but there's some of the Tacoma City Running Association, maybe. They've got a series. There's like a Halloween one that I think I can make and a Christmassy one. So Santa run, something like that. So it'll be fun. Again, just to try and get the miles in without having to run by my lonesome. Anyway, thanks for sticking around for the update. Next Monday, I will be uploading a training wrap-up vlog for the week, and that is going to become a weekly thing. Yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week.